We don't want to do the restaurant thing anymore. Come watch us do cars. The Ospreys. Episode 6, Porsche 944, 1983, 5-speed, rear-wheel drive. Here we go. So today I'm continuing on the hatchback. I have to get that back together. It's taking up simply too much room in the garage. I'm returning the foam spoiler to a nice satin black. It's pretty good. The paint kind of seeped into all the pores, so it should be nice and protected for a while. And blowing stuff around. The hatch glue sealed pretty well all the way around, except there was just no way to flex the bracket and the glass enough to get it in this crevice. But as I push on it, you see the air pocket not really doing anything because it's nice and solid now all the way across. Same thing happened on this other extreme side. It is solid though. For the lock pin hatch, I went to a hardware store and got an assortment of nuts and bolts and springs. Here's the dead spring. There's the dead spring. What it should look like. Here's what we ended up with. So that little plastic collar right here, I've just JB welded to this bolt to suffice for excess room in here, and it pivots just fine. New spring is in there. I had to cut it a little bit, but it was $1. $1. The screws for $1 a piece as well. So this whole fix is probably $6 and a little bit of your time. Bolt it up back together and make sure everything's hunky-dory. Bolt it up back together and make sure everything's really, really secure and still works. Should be good to go. Also, we did a little test spot the other night. The paint that I got is, it's probably the color, but the paint on the car itself is so sun-beaten. It's a little bit bleached out and faded. It'll look better, though, than white. If I could feather them out a little bit when I'm finishing everything up, might not be that bad. It's been a long time coming, but pop goes the weasel. So the hat struts worked, the lock pins worked, both of the locks. One works good, and the rebuilt one works very nice. The hat struts work a little too well. It's very hard and difficult to press this hatch down. I had to modify it a little bit where the nuts holding it all together protrude a little bit out of the plastic cover, and as well as the metal behind had to be manipulated to accept a bolt head. You can see right there. You're never going to see it. Now I have to get the cargo cover mounted somehow from here to here. Flush, and I think the interior is in the way somehow. The top, re-glassed it. This is the second time. It should be good now. It might need a third layer after I sand it. And then I'm just going to try to blend the factory color into it. Put the taillights in, work on the AC, work on the headlights, get everything back together, do a final detail. This is good to go. Episode 6 in the books. See you next time.